All right. Well, Carl, so it seems like the good news coming out of this 10 p.m. update is that the storm has shifted a little to the east.
It's a little bit, but still, it's still very close, and that shifting can still take place. The thing that's of more concern is that it's intensifying faster. It didn't go over the Yucatan Peninsula as earlier thought, so that would have hindered some of the strengthening and rapidly. And now it's going through the waterway of the Yucatan Channel and then into the Gulf. So we may be seeing a little stronger hurricane as it gets closer to.
But it's still moving quickly, which is good.
It's still moving, 22 miles per hour, still moving fast. Take a look at the numbers right now, and you can see it's 70 miles per hour. So it's on the verge of becoming a hurricane already, when earlier intensity forecasts had it not until sometime during the day tomorrow. So again, as I caution you quite a bit, the intensity forecast, still take that with a grain of salt. It could be stronger than what we show you or weaker than what we show you, but it's moving towards the north-northwest at 22 miles per hour. So yeah, definitely starting to see that motion continue and even sped up a little bit during the evening hours. So you can see by tomorrow morning already 80 mile per hour sustained winds and moving towards the Gulf of Mexico or towards the northern Gulf Coast. Again, 7 o'clock in the evening, 85 miles per hour. Could this be stronger? Absolutely. Could it be a Category 2? Absolutely. So we're going to have to keep an eye on the intensity, but you can see the cone of error now is a little bit more narrow, but still southeast Louisiana on over towards the Mississippi, Alabama. So it hasn't changed that much, maybe across southern Plaquemines Parish to the Mississippi Gulf Coast. But again, we are still under hurricane warnings for North Shore, South Shore, Metro New Orleans, and down towards Lafourche and Terrebonne Parish. So we're not out of the woods yet. Even though the center takes it to the east a little bit, we still will feel some hurricane force winds and some strong winds as well as those feeder bands. And then quickly you can see it's moving up by 7 o'clock in the evening, well up near Atlanta, Georgia as a tropical storm. So it's not going to hang around very long around our area. Again, those computer models show you still some of them take it to our west a little bit, and then you can see the consensus right over Plaquemines Parish over towards the Alabama Florida line. So that's what we're going to be seeing there. Hurricane warnings, north and south shore, all the way towards South Alabama. So again, as long as we're still in these warnings, we still have a threat for hurricane force winds and strong tropical storm force winds for sure, and those feeder bands, isolated tornadoes, and then of course the storm surge. 5 to 8 feet storm surge from the Mississippi River along the coast to the Mississippi Alabama coast. 3 to 5 feet in the lake, a storm surge. That means that water is going to rise in the lake. So if you live along the rivers on the North Shore, that water is going to start spreading into the rivers. So you may see rises in those rivers on the North Shore. So keep that in mind. Overnight Saturday and Sunday morning, we could see the water rise in the lake towards the rivers. West of the river, a storm surge of 4 to 6 feet. And again, as we look at the storm surge projections right across Mississippi into Lake Bourne and along our coastal areas east of the river, that's where the highest storm surge will be seen. Now, as we look at the flash flood watch from Mississippi coastal areas, that goes Saturday afternoon through Sunday afternoon for 4 to 7 inches of rainfall. But what we're going to see across our area, 3 to 6 inches of rain possible north and south shore, and 2 to 4 inches just to our west, and 1 to 3 inches over towards Baton Rouge. So there's still rain threats there, but again, that's over a 2-day period. So that rain's going to start possibly as early as Saturday morning, but certainly through the evening hours Saturday night and into Sunday morning, still a chance of rain Sunday night. Coastal tropical storm winds will get along our coastal areas around noontime and inland around 3. So we're going to see those winds increasing during the day. And again, that storm surge Saturday night into Sunday morning. Water levels are already high. We have a few showers that worked their way across coastal areas. That's in response to the upper level low that's out here, and that's helping to drive the speed. So it's on 2 conveyor belts around the upper level low and around the upper high that's kind of just keeping it at that fast forward motion. So 2 conveyor belts as opposed to just the high pressure moving it along. So Saturday afternoon off our coastline, feeder band starting to move on in. Worst of the weather coming in Saturday night, Sunday morning, somewhere along lower Plaquemines Parish towards the Mississippi Gulf Coast by 2:30 in the morning. And then PrecisionCast has this system moving out as soon as the morning hours on Sunday, where the afternoon hours we may only have a 40% chance for showers and thunderstorms. So again, this upper level low helping to draw it to the north fast around high pressure, and this trough's going to pick it up and sweep it on out of the area. As far as our winds are concerned, they're strong out there, easterly winds, and that's continuing to push that water in. And then you look at the probabilities of tropical storm force conditions, highest to our east, but certainly tropical storm force winds around our area. So as you look at 80 degrees outside right now, it feels like 85, and that east wind at 13 miles per hour. So today we got to 86 with no rain, but that'll change as we get towards tomorrow and the weekend. And power outages again will also be a main concern, and the chance of rain drops Sunday afternoon through Monday into next week.
Carl, thank you. Well, right now